Okay guys, welcome back to Tank Tuesday. Oh, there, he's coming out. Never mind, he's going back. This obviously, of course, is Titus's tank. He's pretty much, I would say he's 6 inches long right now. I've got the tank marked right here. That's 6 inches. I've got it marked all the way from like 0 to 4 feet, just so I can get an estimate on their size while my fish in here are swimming around. Pretty much, I started it with him, so I just wanted to not want to have to get him out and measure him with him stressing out and stuff. So he's doing fine. He doesn't even like to come out with these blue lights on, but I'll go ahead. I just did a water change not too long ago. Got him out and about and checking everything out. But I will show you. You might not be able to see it, but little pieces of shrimp, just one little bitty small shrimp, quartered up. There's a little tiny piece right there. I'm gonna see. I'll sit it down in front of him. I'll sit the camera down and let the shrimp sink down, and then I'll turn the light off and see if he wants to come out and eat. But he's all frilled out with his top fin. He looks really small, but like he's really not. Like he's a very, which I don't even know. It's weird how the camera even like picks him up, because he's much bigger than the camera even like makes him look like. That's a little better. Yeah, the farther away you go, the better it looks. Like that brick is like 4 inches wide, and he's curved. That's like a 2x4 brick, and he's not even like fully extended out. Like he's curved right at like that little fin right there. So yeah, there's my 6-inch mark, and whenever he stretches out, he's right at, because the 4-inch mark starts right there, or well, that's the foot mark. I said 4-inch goes the brick. And whenever his nose is up against that brick, he comes out to right about in this area. So he's relatively very close to 6 inches long. But I will go ahead and sit that right like that. Now you should be able to see pretty much entirely in front of where he's going to be eating at, if he does. He did kind of pluck around a little bit this morning. He didn't eat all of the food last night, so I did attempt to give him shrimp yesterday, and he did eat it, so we'll see. He ate most of it. I gave him 2 last night, and I cut them into thirds, but this time I quartered 1, so it's a little smaller chunks. So go ahead and add the shrimp. And let's see how he's leaning towards it. Can you guys see him? I see him. He's turned towards it. Let me turn this other light off. I know you guys can't see. Man. He's right at it. He's about an inch away from it. He's kind of sniffing it out with these barbells. But so far he hasn't sucked any one of them up yet. But he's... Oh, he just took one of the pieces. I know you guys cannot see. I wish I could turn the light on, but he took one piece in his mouth and turned around with it. Now he's coming back out. Okay, well, I don't know where he went. He's just... Oh, there he is. And you guys can't see him at all. I hate... Well, yeah, you kind of can. You can see his stripe. Well, I wish he would make up his mind. Is he going to come and get the other half? I think he is. He's trying to sniff it out. Oh, yep, he just... Oh, well, he dropped it. He had it in his mouth, and then he dropped it. Okay, he's going back up to it. He likes them, but it's new to him. I honestly still think it's too light. For some reason, he just does not like any light. But the bigger chunk, I'll go ahead and turn the blue on. The bigger chunk he took. And I don't see it down there. Let me turn it on and see if we can see it in his mouth. Okay. There's the piece right there that he took under there. It was right up in here in the front. I don't know if he's got that one piece in his mouth or if he's done swallowed it. But he did take a bite of it. So okay. It seems like he'll eat about half a shrimp. Let me turn the blue light back on. He might go for that one after the light, but he does not like all lights on. Yeah, he does not like it with all the lights on. As soon as all the lights go off, he'll come out. But then, nobody can see him. Let's see. And right there, he's turning around. He is turning around. He's eyeballing the piece of fish or shrimp. He's nosing on it. He's got his nose up against it. He turned around. He wants it, but he's just confused. I guess, like he just doesn't know. I mean, honestly, am I going to have to turn every single light off? he puts his mouth right against it. I think he's working on maybe digesting the other one to getting it worked down, because he spins around in a circle kind of quick. Like he's trying to work the other piece of food down so he can get to that one. I guess, since he's working on, we'll let him be, and we'll see whenever I come back here in a minute or two, back to this tank, if he's ate that one piece or not. The 30-gallon is right here. Bluegill's still in there doing fine. I can go ahead and give it some flakes. It is a very active eater. And it loves this here tetraciclid, which this is actually, no, this ain't this is just, that ain't tetraciclid. It's flakes, but the tetraciclid is pellets. This is it's color enhancing, but this dude eats almost, it's more energetic than most any other fish. Like he eats like he's not eaten in like a week. I promise you, this dude gets fed a lot. He reminds me of like a smallmouth. Just ferocious little dude. Really pretty patterns though. Like his tail's growing back just fine. He was bullied by the bigger bluegill that, well, whenever you eat my catfish's barbells off of his face, you kind of, you go to prison. And I know I mention it quite a bit, but I will mention it again. This tank isn't green. It's actually very close to almost crystal clear. There's Wallace's big mug. He's like 2 inches wide. He's huge. There's big old catfish and another big catfish and an iridescent shark, which I'm pretty sure it's just, I do not like whenever it does that. See how it's like, okay, now it looks kind of like a yellowy color. It goes like immediate to where you can't see through the water and it's green. I promise you guys, it is not. We do that thing where I turn it down. Like that's really similar to what the water is. You can see clean through to the plug-ins that's running behind the tank. Yeah, that bluegill used to sit around the top of the tank. It is either much more well hidden than I ever imagined it could be, or it decided that one of the catfish decided that they were going to give it a taste test. And I think he got eaten. These catfish's heads, like that's my thumb, just to kind of help you get a reference of how big these catfish actually are. Like, he's a pretty big catfish. So, and that fish acts like they go into like a coma state. It's weird. And see, like, just give it a second. I guess he is sleeping. Because, like, I just watched him open his mouth. See? I guess it woke him up. They just stopped moving. And one of them, probably this one, sleeps with his head down right there and his butt shot straight up. And he comes to halfway across. He comes up halfway into the tank, or up the tank. And I'm not sure. Honestly, they might not all be yellow bullheads. I think they are. I think we're dealing with male and female, but one looks brown, blue. And I know there's a yellow bullhead and a brown bullhead. But they were caught out of the same time, at the same time, out of the same body of water in the same exact spot. So I'm not sure. I think again it's just a male and a female thing. So it would be really cool to have some baby bullheads. I would love to have. I know bullheads get a bad. They're not. Nobody likes them. Like they eat good, but I wouldn't eat that. I mean, a lot of people think that is ugly. I think that is just cute. That little dude is cute, or chick. I don't know. But that's a chunk of a fish right there. That's every bit of 10, 12 inches long. 2.5 inches wide. They're big fish. And they're almost max size. Which is why I grabbed them and I kept them. And he's got scuffed up from probably like that one catfish rolled up and scared the one right there. That's probably all that happened right there. It was just he was in there sleeping and one of the catfish rolled up and scared him. But he gets spooked and bumps his nose. That's a problem with iridescence, is vision, and kind of easily spooked, and then they'll just ram into the edge of they'll ram into your glass. And whenever I go to get anything out of the tank, if he bumps me, he does trip out a lot. I've actually had him accidentally sting me with his fin, or with his one of his fins, and my arm like got really, really swollen. And I've heard that they have like not a poison, but like a venom type gland on their barbs, like where their fins are barbed, and it can cause a lot of pain, and it did. It felt like an allergic reaction, like a bee sting, how it just gets really tight and sore and swollen. That is how it acted, and it got me on that arm. But yeah, that's Gil. Wallace is hiding in there. There's Wallace, and I had one of the biggest catfish I named Buddy, and they're all very similar, so I don't know which of the catfishes are Buddy, but Freckle is back there. She comes up and chills and floats around, and I don't know why, but like she goes down to the bottom and just naps or whatever. It's a common thing for Oscars. They'll pout. Like I mentioned in the last video, she was kind of mean to Titus, so I put her over here, and they bullied on her a little bit. Nothing mean. They don't hardly ever fool with her now. But she would kind of stay hidden, so I felt kind of bad for her, so I put her back in with Titus, and then she started bullying on Titus, and I was like, well, fine, if you're going to pick or choose if you're either going to be bullied. You know, I'm trying to help you. If you're going to go ahead and bully a fish that I'm trying to put you with so that you're not getting bullied on, I'll just let you continue to get bullied on. They're not like trying to kill her. So, and I was afraid that with Titus being so small that she would actually stress him to death, which is a thing. Fish do get stressed very easily, especially iridescents. And just like, look at, that's, I would just to give you guys a representation of how big he is. These fish, this 125 makes the fish look pretty small. But then, whenever you put your hand, he's every bit of 14 or 15 inches long. Which, then you look at the yellow bullheads, and you think, oh, okay, they're probably 12 or 13. And then you look at Wallace, and you think, oh, he's probably 12, 11 or 12. So, I mean, 125s are notorious for making aquariums look small. Now, he sees me. He sees me where I have my lights turned off because I don't. The light makes glare and you can't see into the tank really good. So he can see me, but I'm gonna try letting him get up here again. Yeah, you can just see. And there's my thumb compared to the bullhead. My thumb is an inch wide, like 7/8 of an inch wide. So his face, his mouth is about 2 inches wide, and his head is about 3 inches wide, 3.5. Buddy's almost a 2x4. Well, I don't know if that's Buddy or not, but I ought to name that one Coma or Rigger. But yeah, I mean, I really like, I love these fish. I get so, like, I can't imagine. I don't want to get all goopy, mushy with you guys, but like, I couldn't imagine what, like, I just couldn't imagine being without these fish and fish tanks in general. I absolutely love fish tanks so much. This one right here is a 125. There's another good, like, he's 3 inches away from the tank, from the face. So I take losing this fish like losing a dog. I mean, I would be absolutely heartbroken if Gil would die. I've had him for several years. And I hope that I can put him in the pool pond once I get it lined out. And the bullheads probably need to stay in the 125. I might take one or two out, and you know, they might, I don't know, I really don't want them to get eaten, and Titus might get big enough to eat them. I might put Wallace in there. Oh, he didn't like that idea. He said no. Let's go ahead and there's Harry, my bear. He's got his hard hat on and his safety vest, you know, because he's just ocean approved. Okay, so I do believe, yes, there's, well, he did, I do believe he ate 2 pieces. I'm about 99% sure that piece was already there. Yes, that piece was still there. So there's 1 clean piece, 2 clean pieces. That piece right there is a dirty piece from yesterday. So he has ate half of a shrimp. I wish he would eat the tail. That's where the collar's at. I think, most of it, at least. I gave him shrimp because I want his tail to start turning red. Right now, his tail and fin are... His top dorsal, I think is what it is. Dorsal fin is still pretty white, but is... I don't know what. Well, I don't know his butt fin, his tail fin. He's kind of a pinkish color whenever he gets excited and whenever he's swimming through, which he doesn't hardly swim through in the light, so it's really hard to tell. But his tail is like a really light pink, almost like a skin tone color. But there's not any. These carnivore pellets are healthy for them, but they don't have any like color enhancing. They've just got... I'll turn the light on for a second to see. Yeah, it doesn't do much whenever the phone's right against the glass. Fish meal, krill meal, brewer's dried yeast, cassava starch, soybean meal, wheat starch, fish oil, wheat flour, dried seaweed meal, spirulina, DL, methionine, potato starch, astaxanthin, L-lysine, canthaxanthin, and garlic, choline chloride, vitamin E, pantothenate, and I think that's riboflavin. I can't see, there's a... Yeah, riboflavin, vitamin A supplement, thiamine, mononitrate, pyridoxine, hydrochloride, niacin, folic acid, vitamin D3 supplement, biotin. Oh, his hair's going to grow. Vitamin B12 supplement, ferrous sulfate, magnesium sulfate, zinc sulfate, manganese sulfate, copper sulfate, calcium iodate, and red 3. So the red 3 would give him a little bit of color enhancing, but I think natural coloration stuff from actual like color of the shrimps and like their blood and stuff. I mean, that's why flamingos turn pink. So we I started giving him shrimp yesterday. He seems to like it, but I'm going to have to monitor how much he will eat of it. And right now he is at half a shrimp. I will check back later because it's still pretty late. It's like 6:30 in the evening. I'll check back around at 8 or 9, see if he's ate any more, and just whatever he eats now, I'll just continue to feed. And then if he leaves more than usual, sometimes I'll take out. So 29, I'll go ahead and talk till this is 30 minutes just to make it simple. Well, make it even, not necessarily simple. Hope you guys enjoyed. I love making these videos. I really start talking about my fish and I realize just how much I do love my fish. So I guess thank you guys for watching. These seem to get pretty good views, so I'll just keep doing them just on random Tuesdays. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and later.